I will say, people have asked me like, hey, would you buy a Pursuit again or a Challenger? I'd say this one.
Drop that shit.
Hey, what is going on, guys? Hey, so this is gonna be a little different than I normally do because I've done I don't know how many reviews of Indian Challengers over the years. So I bought my first Challenger in 2020. I put 38,000 miles on that bike, all over from coast to coast, and I did everything. Hey, you know what this is? Time to drop that sexy music. And then in 2022, I bought a brand new, this looks like a Challenger, but it's actually a Pursuit. It came with, should I drop the sad music? Instead of sexy music, we'll do sad music. 37,000. She's a looker too, though. Let's be honest. She is beautiful. It's so sparkly. It's so sparkly. Get up close, sweets. So what do you say? Do you approve of the new Pursuit?
Yeah, see ya.
God, it is so damn nice. I'm so excited. Holy crap. Pursuit. It came with the full-size trunk, everything Indian motorcycles were quick release. One of the biggest draws that I bought, the reason why I wanted to buy it was because it is so versatile. I could take the trunks off, I could do whatever I wanted. So you guys know that, right? And I don't know how many times I've done a review and I've talked about things. So we thought, with the help of Mawike, if you guys don't know, this is Mawike from Ride Culture. You know, they make the M1 Bryant lights that I have on the bike, and as well as they make floorboards and passenger floorboards, and they make all kinds of cool stuff. But we thought we'd do it a little different. So today, instead of me just sitting here talking to you, Mawike said he would interview me, right? He's gonna think of questions. I'm a long-winded. We're gonna get you guys some answers, but we're gonna talk about some of the things I got wrong in some of my past reviews, some things that have went wrong or broke on the Indian Challenger and the Pursuit, and maybe things that I would change, right? Or things I didn't like. Just that whole thing is what the plan is today. I mean, I don't want to give the mic up. This is a problem, guys. But for you, I'm gonna give the mic up. We're gonna start asking questions. We're gonna talk about it. Nothing is off limits. We are gonna talk about things that I broke on this bike, things that might break on your bike, right? If you look for an Indian Challenger or Indian Pursuit, we're going to talk about performance, right? That's a big thing. Everybody wants to know about performance. Let me just go and cut to the chase. What do I have on this? 27,900 miles over that. And I got the big bore kit at exactly 10,000 miles. So I actually have more miles on this motor with the big bore kit, the 112 big bore kit, than I had on the stock motor. So now's time we could talk about longevity. And I mean, you know, you get a new toy, it's always feel fun, but is it fun 17,900 miles later? Those are the kind of things that we can do. So
Fish, let's start out with your
thank you so much, bro, for doing this. Like, the things we do for our people. The motorcycle community is real. I rolled up here, you know, I got a key to the shop. Mike's there doing his work. Of course, I pull him off the computer and I'm like, let's give the people the best review we can. And it's not just me like going like this, even though I'm doing it. Let's give the answers. Let's get it, right? And so now here you are. We got two brains thinking. Let's figure it out. So, all right. Go ahead.
It's all good. All right. So here we go now. So everybody wants to know exactly what you have done to the bike. Let's go over that. Let's do the big thing is the big bore kit.
Yes, okay, so the big bore kit. So first thing we did is I rode the bone stock bike for 10,000 miles, and then I rode out to North Carolina and I hooked up with the Mad Monkey guys. And I'm gonna promise you this, these next 10,000 miles aren't gonna be the same as these first 10,000 miles. That I can promise you. And I really, really hope that you guys like and subscribe and see what I have coming on. So we got Brandon White here with Mad Monkey Motorsports M3.
For Fred here is it's the Revolution 112 kit. With the kit, we go to the SNS air cleaner. You've got to be able to get air to the engine. The Burnout clutch is a must. Whether you use their out-of-plate kit or their carbon kit, either one, we don't care, but it is a must. And then we're still sticking with the stage 2 cams.
By the way, you want to know the kahunas that I got and the confidence that he has in this kit? From his door where I'm at right now to my house is 1,225 miles. We're putting this shit in, I'm rolling it off, and I'm riding straight home. So if you're worried about reliability, you know, knock on fucking wood, but we're gonna go for it right now.
Now we're gonna see them down the road. It'll be fine.
After that, which when I say I did their kit, oh, by the way, just a little teaser. At the end of this video, I'm gonna drop some discount codes. And Mad Monkey might be one, and it might be good for their whole website, if you know what I mean on big bore kits, is all I'm saying. So this kit, it wasn't just, I don't know if you even know, we don't know if we talked about this, but it wasn't just cams and cylinders and a piston, but their part of their kit is better gaskets, the cosmetic gaskets, stuff like that, right?
Yeah, we never talked about that and the additions to the things that come with the kit, and especially with you riding on so many miles without any failures. It's pretty dang cool.
Yeah, I mean, I've never actually had any, like, knock on wood, guys. If you guys jinx me, I'm gonna be pissed. But listen, really, we did have some check engine lights for a while. We can talk about that in a minute if you want. But really, overall, the bike has been a ripper, and it's been a ripper the whole time. For the exception of that check engine light. Should we talk about the check engine light?
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Have you ever had a check engine light? Okay, so here's the thing. So Mike, you're one of the few people, I've let people ride my bike, but you're one of the few people that actually was experiencing the check engine light. And it was a fuel adaptive code. We thought it was a tuning issue. We didn't really think it was a tuning issue, but we were running out of why the heck we have a check engine light, fuel adaptive code. And listen, this is what happened. I put new plugs in it, still had it. Then I put a new coil in it, and that bad boy went away forever. Knock on wood.
Yeah, excellent.
No check engine light, just ripper.
Right. Right. I didn't really want to mess with it because people were about to beat me up for riding your bike, and I was like, "Who's this?" Or folks were like, "Who's this brown guy riding spicy candy?" But they didn't know we were homies at that point.
Yeah. It ain't no fun if the homies can't get none. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, so ended up being about 130 horsepower, 135 feet-pounds of torque. That's my home area, and that was without the final little bit of tune. I would suspect that we're probably a little bit higher than that, but I actually haven't had it on a dyno. But I can just prove that's what we did have it at that point. And that's with the big bore 2-to-1 TOS exhaust. It's a quarter-inch or quarter-inch diameter, I think, bigger the whole way through to actually help expel the exhaust gases, because the volume is bigger because you have a bigger cylinder. So they made a bigger pipe for that. Not that the other ones don't work as good, they're just trying to be like, hey, it's breather. Yeah. It's a better breather.
And this bike's been everywhere from Daytona, sea level, below sea level, all the way to Pikes Peak recently, and Durango and whatnot.
I've been like you were saying, Florida, and then Pikes Peak. I went over passes over 11,000 on the way to Durango, and then went to Pikes Peak, which is 14,123 feet or something like that, maybe 128. But yeah, this bike has performed flawlessly the whole way. You guys, when it comes to I would jump on it right now and ride anywhere. Please, somebody pay me to go to South America. I just throwing it out there. That's a ride culture trip. We gotta go to South America. I think that sounds like a trip.
I haven't been to South America that much, so might as well.
Me either.
Might as well. What else do you have on here? Now, let's talk audio for a quick second.
Okay. Let me take this. We're just going to talk audio for a quick second. But here at Ride Culture and myself collaboration, we actually did start doing Davison audio here in Rosemont, Minnesota. So if you're interested in getting your Davison audio, hit us up, rideculture.com/audio or something like that. So you can go there, check it out, whatever. But right here in Rosemont, we actually install them. Davison audio installers, so you can get a 3-year warranty, all that. And the reason why I'm going in long-winded on that is because I'm sorry, we're actually not going to talk about this today. I'm doing a little bit of testing. I wanted to do, first of all, I rode with Kevin too much, okay? And Black Candy is looking good, sounding good, okay?
Black Candy's nice, isn't she, baby?
Real good.
Not that exhaust system, but whatever. But I wanted the best rider's audio, and what would that take, right? I'm gonna just turn this way for a second. I wanted the best rider's audio, so we started testing. I don't really want to get into it too much of what I have here because I have a full video coming out, because I do believe that we found the best rider's audio system. It's not the best. It's not competition level. It's not even Kevin's. But to be fair, I don't think Kevin's is a rider's audio system either. Like, he's pushing the limits, that man. I will tell you this. I have videos out on Davison Audio and what we've done in the past. I'm not going to talk about this specifically because we're testing. But yeah, listen, we did get to a point where Minnow came to me one day and said, hey, Dad, I can't hear the audio when we're on the freeway. At the time, I only had the 2 speakers in the fairing and 2 speakers in the trunk. And she said, I really wanted it. So I started price checking. And listen, this is really weird, but I took warranty into thought process. If I was to just buy Indian Motorcycles power band audio, after I bought the bike, it's only 1 year. And you know what? I ride in all elements. Rain. I mean, I've been snowed on, mud. That shit broke. Did it break? Please, did it break? Oh no, it looks good. Woo-wee. Maybe. It's out of focus. I think that all right, change of plans, guys. All right, so now that my camera just broke, literally it just broke. So officially, just so you know, this shoot just cost me $1,000. So you better fucking hit the the like and subscribe and share this bad boy. My PayPal's down in the bottom too. Yeah, that kind of sucks. Okay, anyway, it doesn't matter. All right, we're gonna move on. We're gonna talk about the audio. The reason why I ended up going with Davison Audio is he offered a 3-year warranty. So your money not only buys you the upgraded system, but the peace of mind. You know, he offers a 2-year if you install it, 3-year if he installs it, or one of his installers, which Ride Culture is one of the installers now. So yeah, I'm pretty, I'm very happy with it. I have changed it, and the only reason why I changed it is because I rode around with Kevin too much. Squirrel?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hey, when we say Ride Culture Compound, we're just starting this problem.
Yeah,
we're just starting this.
Starting motorcycle/car problem.
So anyway, so that's all I'm gonna say about Davison Audio, and we now switch to the GoPro. So I don't know what kind of, I can't even freaking see the screen. It's so bright right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, I'm gonna give you the mic and I'm gonna listen and then we'll talk.
All right. So now we went over a bunch of the performance modifications. We went over some audio. Now we're gonna go through the aesthetic portion of it all. So here, Fish, what do we have here? A bunch of carbon fiber from our friends.
Oh, hang on, you take that. Okay, check it out, guys. So first of all, I made the Harley Davidson CVOST before the Harley Davidson CVOST was even a thing. Okay, white and carbon fiber. Yes, my friends at TNA Customs, they make carbon fiber for Indian motorcycles, many brands or many models, not just the Challenger and Pursuit, but also Chieftains, Chiefs, Scouts. Probably Springfield, soon to be Springfields. But yeah, as you see, I got front fender, I got rear fender, I got V covers, I got a tank badge, and I got hinge covers on the saddlebags. And yeah, I really love it. And it's true 100% carbon fiber. It is super strong. It is very durable. I think the quality is really good. I think I have somewhere around 12,000 miles on these. So when I say, is it too low? It looks like it's too low.
No, you're good.
When I say I have miles on this carbon fiber, I get 12,000 miles. I mean, guys, I've been putting it down. So yeah, what else? Aesthetic wise, let's real quick. Listen, there was nothing wrong with the other stuff, right? I loved it. I just wanted a different look. Listen, and I love carbon fiber and high quality carbon fiber. Yeah, it's there's a lot of people in industry that make like carbon fiber with what is it that they use?
Fiberglass.
Like a little bit of fiberglass, and then yeah, and so this is not one of those. This is quality. I don't know if it's public information. Fuck it. I know TNA makes race carbon fiber for race baggers. That's all I'm gonna say, okay? Not sure what that means, but if you watch King of the Baggers and you see them challengers going zoom, zoom, now you know why Spicy Candy's so dang fast. While we're talking about carbon fiber, I do want to talk about the Saddleman seat. Listen, guys, when we talk about seats, I've had many seats now. This one here is the Saddleman step-up seat. I went with the diamond stitching. I went with the carbon fiber actual material, and the reason I just wanted to do the whole carbon fiber matchy thing. And this one is a heated seat. Listen, it looks great. It's tough on a long trip. Okay, Minnow likes her throne. Okay. A lot of times for Minnow, I will put the stock premium seat back on it, and I'll tell you what I don't like about it is it pushes me forward just a little bit more. It's designed for the passenger, actually, so the passenger has that much more room in the back when they're up against their trunk. My favorite Indian motorcycle seat was the extended reach seat. Actually, it was an aftermarket seat. They offer it for Challenger Pursuit, and what it does is it puts you an inch back or 2 inches back and an inch lower. That was probably my favorite seat. But for this one, I will say about 90% of the time I have this one on, unless I go on a big trip, or Minnow is on the back for an extended period of time. So I can't say anything bad, but it is real hard. Yeah, I got to break that bad boy in. What else we got? What else?
So Fish, how's that paint holding up?
You know, you did ask, he told me, make sure you talk about the paint. All right, let's talk about the paint. I think it's been good. If you look here, look right here, you'll see a big giant gouge. I call it her chipped tooth, okay? Literally had a piece of metal fly out of a dump truck and it hit me right there, and this is all that happened. And don't get me wrong, that's pretty major. I had a fairing before this one. I had a whole window hit it. A whole window. So much so that if you go right here and you look close, it's still broken. I left it for memories. That war bonnet in the front is actually broken because the window hit me so hard. And as you can see, I mean, I did replace it because it had cuts all through it. But overall, I think the paint has been really well. I mean, I ride it and white is tough. I did have to replace both sets of lowers because they got jacked up when that window hit it. I mean, guys, there was glass flying everywhere. So, yeah, I think it's okay, to be honest with you. Let's see, I have a scratch here. That was from me rubbing something. You know, I mean, but like the gas tank has all of the 27,000 miles on it, right? And I don't know, is there a little dent there maybe? I mean, I don't know. I think I'm okay with it. To be honest with you, I'm okay. A lot of people hate on Indian Motorcycles paint, say it's soft. I do hear that. It's so common, it has to be a little bit true. But I'm not such a snob that I even understand what any of that means. That's just the truth.
So, talk about your brake rotors for a little bit, because those look pretty cool.
All right, brake rotors. Okay, let's go to the front. So, the rear brake rotors I have Galfer, and if you follow the channel, you would see that I had Galfer in the front. And listen, okay, just to be very clear for 2 seconds, I don't like to do negative stuff, so I have never talked about it, but my Galfers, they malfunctioned. They warped, all right? And the support was pretty crappy. That's just the truth of it. Maybe it was bad luck of me on my side. But Mad Monkey, he rode my bike and he was not happy. He's like, dude, you cannot ride a performance bagger and your front brakes be like this, right? So I had 2 options, or 3 options. I could have bought Galfer again, like I did the first time. I could put my stock ones back on or buy stock ones. Or I could do what the race team did, and they used Lindahl, and that discount code I'm gonna give you at the end works for the Lindahl rotors on his website. And so I did. I went with Lindahl. I'll tell you, stopping, I'm gonna just do positive stuff, or nothing negative, but the positive stuff is I feel like I actually stop faster. It bites a little bit harder, it bites about the same as Galfer, but I think the stopping is better than Galfer and stock. But you do get what is it called? A shimmy at low speeds, a shimmy. You get like a little shimmy, and you don't feel it in the lever. You actually feel it in the front end of the bike at real low speeds. And it's just where the rotor is kind of like disconnecting and then connecting from the brake pads, is my understanding. But yeah, so you get a little shimmy. Other than that, I do really love them, and they do look good. I bet you these have close to 8,000, 8,000 or 9,000 miles on them, and all weather, by the way. Rain, snow, or not snow, but very cold. And like when you're going down a mountain, right? Pikes Peak, I just went down it. I think it was 40 or 38 degrees at the top, and you're on your brakes the whole way coming down, you know? And there was times where we were messing around doing rolling burnouts and stuff, and then you get right back on your front brakes to slow them down. So there's a lot of temperature changes, and they're holding up, and they haven't warped. And so I'm really happy with my brake rotors. By the way, I don't have anything negative to say about the stock ones. The stock ones were great. If you're happy with them, they're great. I think these stop maybe a little bit better, but I just liked the look. That's kind of what I was going for, is aesthetic on that one.
Well, do we have anything else, Fish? Is there anything else that you want to highlight?
Dude, we got to talk about, okay. Let's just do a walk. Let's do a walk around. All right, let's do a real quick walk around. So first of all, the Pursuits come with giant ass windshields. They're way too big. It's almost like Indian Motorcycle forgot that they make adjustable windshields. Like, just because Harley Davidson comes out with a 12-inch, 15-inch shield, doesn't mean Indian Motorcycle does. So it was way too big for the Pursuits. Challengers are actually really small. They're like really slim and small. So what I have on here is a Freedom Shield 7-inch, to be honest with you guys. I'll be 100% honest. I love everything about the Windshield, but it is probably an inch too short for me. So it doesn't quite put it all the way over my head. The 9-inch that they offer is probably perfect, but I like the low profile look of the 7-inch, if that makes sense. Something else I did also is I changed out the bars. These are Indian Motorcycles miter bars. I love them. Don't really have anything negative or positive to say. All right, here, I'll give you a negative positive. Positive, because I'm a positive guy. I do think that having the higher bars helps with slow speed maneuvers. But when you're ripping and you're doing like roundabouts and you're doing on-ramps, the higher bars definitely don't help the faster flickability. So if you want like plus and minus of like the ape hangers, there's a reason why people that flick and stuff have T-bars and they're a little lower, and that's for that reason for sure. So I also do have the BC custom levers on here. They are cut down short. Could we say, I mean, you even have BC levers, right? Okay, so I'm gonna switch it up. Why don't you let Mike right here talk about what his thought is on BC levers?
I definitely enjoy the BC levers. Me and Fish run the same exact levers. I like the fact that they're shorter, and also the finger cuts. They're just more comfortable, and I can feel exactly where I am on the brake lever itself. Because sometimes, I like to hang a pinky out there, and sometimes I like to use the one finger or two on the brake or the clutch. So me knowing exactly where they are, having those finger grooves in there works well for me. And the fact that they don't have that big bulbous thing that hangs out at the very end works for me as well. And Bob does a great job painting these. Like they
look good.
They're great. Bob does an amazing job painting these levers. And Kevin's got them too. And Kevin's got like color matched to his bike. So can't say more than enough good things about BC Customs.
Well, there's BC Customs for it. I'm telling you right now, if you guys want some BC Customs, hit them up on social media, Instagram, Facebook. Yeah, I do have the LP6 headlight I got from Forever Rad, by the way. 0 complaints, works really well. Mine is probably angled a little lower than most people's, but it doesn't I don't get as many people flashing me. I did change this piece here. You want to film this for a second? I did change out this piece to the new 2024 glossy, so it matches everything else that's glossy. Let's see what else we got here. I can't say enough about my Toast exhaust. I freaking love it. It sounds great. I do have the Arlen Ness mini stroker mirrors. BC Customs has mirrors, so who knows how much longer these are going to be. Guys, I got a video coming out called Little Changes. Little changes make big changes, okay? So there's going to be a video coming out about that, and mirrors might be a part of Little Changes Make Big Changes. Let's see. Suspension. I was asked about suspension, and I'll tell you guys a couple things about it. So first of all, a lot of my performance friends are telling me they're taking off the electric preloaded suspension because it does add quite a bit more weight than the hand operated regular. They're both the same shock. It's just how you establish the preload. One is a manual adjustment and one is an electronic adjustment. And I'll tell you this, on my manual adjustment, I do like a stiffer ride if I'm riding aggressive. I did blow a shock. Now, was that the shock's fault? Was that my fault? I guess we'll never really know. And that was somewhere around like the 25,000 mile mark. Well, I have 28,000 on this, and the shock seems good. Watch it like shake right now. But I mean, I have it pretty stiff right now. But I mean, this is stiff. I have it set for a trunk, and the trunk's not on. That's how I like to run it stiff. So, yeah, God, I'm trying to think what else. I see I can edit some of this. We could talk about the M1 Bryant lights. So I do have, since my wife's here, I can't forget, I do have the M1 Bryant lights from Ride Culture, you guys, and I do love them. I might be getting that second generation that's about to drop, but you guys can see they are sequential, something like that. They are universally legal in all countries, being amber, and so yeah, I really do like them a lot. As you guys can tell, I went with a different fender that doesn't have a blinker setup, and I did it on purpose because I had the opportunity to use Ride Culture's blinkers. So if you look here, this is actually just the license plate light, which lights that up to make it legal. Then I have my running, my brake, and my blinkers all in one Bryant. So thanks to Ride Culture for me to be able to do that.
This is how we met, by the way.
This is how we met. Yeah, I was like, dude, I really need blinkers. Really bad. Oh man, I don't know what else there is. Oh, hang on, let me look at my list. Oh, my fuel pump. I forgot. Hey, we're talking about things that broke. My fuel pump went out at like 25,000 miles. We don't know if it was the fuel pump actually, or if it was the fuel filter that was clogging. Under warranty, Indian Motorcycle just replaces the whole thing regardless. So that got fixed. That was good. Let's see, we talked about seat. We talked about size of the windshield. We talked about bars. Performance, we talked about that. We talked about heat. I forgot to talk about the lowers. All right, this one's kind of a big one. This is something else that I got wrong, guys. Put this away so it looks more professional. But all right, so check it out, guys. Listen, I said that these vents that open and close here do all the wind management. And one thing I said to everybody was that if you open them just like an inch, it will escape the air. It will create a vacuum ventilation through the bike and around your leg. I still stand by that, except you have to be going fast. So if you're in parade mode or you're just going from bar to bar and it's a hot day, the heat coming off the exhaust, even toast with the heat shields, it will cook your leg. And really you just have to open the vent all the way. You really do. Slow speeds, but once you get going fast, close it, because what happens is, just like I said, it does create a turbulent air and it just circles around your leg and you end up with the heat. You still feel heat even on stock exhaust, and they have like definite really heat shield from start to finish. So with these bikes that don't have complete heat shields everywhere, you'll feel the heat. Even like if I'm in shorts, I feel the heat. So that's just the truth of it. Challengers without the lowers don't have the same. The whole airflow is so completely different. You don't feel the heat the same. I will say, people have asked me like, hey, would you buy a Pursuit again or a Challenger? I'd say this is what I would think. If you're not an audio guy and you don't take long trips, then you definitely just need a Challenger. Now, if you want big audio and you don't take long trips, buy the Pursuit anyway and take the trunk off, like I do all the time. Because without these lowers, you can't get the audios in here. And these are 6.5 inch. Only Davison Audio makes the adapters for these. Indian Motorcycles are 5 1/4. These are 6.5s. Like I said, we don't talk a lot about that today, but that's why this looks a little beefier than you might see other Pursuits and their speaker systems, because they're 1.25 inches, and every inch matters. So I've been told. That's I don't know an inch short or an inch over, but every inch matters, baby. Other than that, let's see, what else do we got? I feel like that's about it on a bike. Like, what am I supposed to say? Listen, guys, I freaking love the bike. Every time I ride this bike, I'm so happy. With the amount of power that's putting off, and I ride in cold weather, there's some sketchy moments if I'm not smart. So you have to be respectful. Oh, I know something I could talk about. Speaking of respectful, fuel economy. People have often asked me what my fuel economy is. First of all, I'm going to be very clear. It's always in sport mode. First. Second, I always get worse fuel economy than everybody else. Don't know why that is, but I do. And so I'll tell you, I get about 36 miles to the gallon on this, or 36.5, something like that, if I'm doing a trip, so higher speeds. I'm not around town. But I only used to get like 38 or 39, so I only lost a couple. 36 is not great. not when it comes to motorcycle life. That's the truth of it. Now, if I didn't do if not every on-ramp was a freaking drag strip, I'd probably get better. And I understand that, all right? But a big bore kit, like freaking 25 extra horsepower, 20 pounds of torque or whatever I got more. Listen, guys, I'm so happy every time I ride this freaking bike. I don't know what Indian Motorcycle would have to do for me to trade it in. Probably give me a bike and then let me keep it anyway, because it is that good. I don't know. How often, Mike, do I get to the shop and I tell you, man, I think I need a new bike?
Never. Never. We just need another one.
Yeah, see, yeah.
We just need another one.
Yeah, so, I'm not opposed to like making changes, but I'm really happy. I mean, I really, really am happy with it. I do think the seat situation might need to settle in a little bit. Like I've talked to Saddlemen about maybe getting one of their tour seats, so maybe Minnow and I could be happy at the same time. But honestly, Indian Motorcycle does such a good job. It's not hard to switch seats. It's not hard to throw on a trunk, I run the slim trunk often. I really do like the slim trunk. I like the looks of the slim trunk, but I also like it without it. I don't know what else. You got anything? What other questions you got?
Oh, man, I got nothing else right now. Not that I can think of. Yeah. Yeah, let's see that exhaust.
All right. Watch it like not start or something right now. Is this enough suspense?
Yep.
So right now, it's just a low idle, just chilling. The bike's pretty cold. 26,907. Did I say 27,000? I think I did. I think I lied. 26,907. But at idle right now, it's not really very loud. It's pretty chilled. Your neighbors are not going to hate you. But here, if you want to back up, I'll. Okay, so after that freaking burnout, I was so pumped that I forgot to tell you guys the discount codes. I'm gonna tell you guys quick. I got 4 of them that I run pretty constantly. Do you guys notice anything different? I'm just saying there's a couple of differences. A couple of the little things make a big thing have went down. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But anyway, all right, couple discount codes. The big one is, honestly, it could be huge. I have 2 really huge ones. 3, all 4 of them are huge, guys. I'm not gonna lie. So here's the deal. I have a discount code for Toast. I'm gonna put it on the screen and I'm gonna also read it because it's letters. It's AFL NMNQ, and that works at Toast Performance. For Indian Motorcycle exhaust systems and stuff that they sell. You guys are welcome to share this. They track that discount code and they support me with that. Another really big one, if you are interested in a big bore kit from Mad Monkey or anything Mad Monkey offers, it's Fish 10. I believe it's all capitals. I'll double check it, but Fish 10 is the discount. It's a 10% discount across this whole website, including big bore kits. So a $6,000 big bore kit, $600 savings is big time. That's your bike. That's getting your bike there. Really, it is. So Monkey supports me when I need it. He helps me. That discount's really for you. I'm not sure how much he's gonna track it. Even the Lindahl brakes and stuff that I referenced from him, that discount, I use it. Okay, I use it at his place. Clutches, race season's over, so he's good at shipping, right? That's always the joke. TNA, they support me a lot. One of the ways they support me is letting me support you guys. Fish 15 is a big deal. As little or as big as you guys get, Fish 15 works for them. And then Freedom Shield, it's Ridingfish. I'm pretty sure it's a 10% discount. Yeah, you guys, I always have opportunities that come up, and I put them on my website, Ridingfish. There's a discount tab, and you hit that discount drop tab and it will take you to a different page which breaks down all the discounts. Usually there's links to stuff, you know, and you guys, it's a cool thing that I'm able to get for you guys. Today's another day. I mean, I literally just shot another video today with arc tuning. I mean, it's just been busy. The times are fun. I've already done some upgrades on this bike. By the way, all that talk I said about, you know, I kept saying 27,000 and it was 26,900. I'm happy to say I'm at 27,544 now. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys like this video. Like, comment, subscribe, share it with people that are interested in thinking about an Indian Challenger or Pursuit. Other than that, yeah, let's go back to that Burnout. Watch this next epic Burnout and let's end it.
That's what a big bore kit will do for you.
And that's why I fucking love this bike. This is why I love this bike, guys. What in the actual, I thought for a second I might wreck. I was like, I know this tire was a little bit cold, but if I go into this goddamn curb right now, I'm gonna be pissed. Well, you know what? You guys, if you don't have an Indian Challenger, if you thought about buying an Indian Challenger, if you've ever doubted the fucking Indian Challenger, don't. Whew. Ride hard, ride fast, and say to somebody you don't know. Peace.